Hello, and today I will be talking about the Schindler's List movie. Um, just a quick introduction. I am part of SEC, and the class I'm doing this for is history. Before I get in depth, I'd like to talk a little bit about what the movie is about. So, to sum it all up, um, Schindler's List is about a man named Oskar Schindler who is a greedy businessman. He before did not really care about the Jews, and he was also a swindler. He decided to make his fortune exploiting the Jews for cheap money. But later in the movie, he does discover what the Germans are doing to the Jews, making him change his ways. And in the end of the movie, he uses all the money that he earned. He spent every last cent on the Jewish people or his workers and saved them. Now I'm going to be going through some of the factors and other stuff that I will be answering. One of the big turning points in the movie was, of course, because of Hitler's rule on the exterminations on the Jews. This made Oskar Schindler realize what was truly happening to them, making him wanting to change sides and save them. The turning point developed because of Oskar Schindler's changing mind. He could have simply just replaced all the Jews with Polish workers. Sure, it would have been a little bit more expensive, but he could have been making money still from the war. But he decided to step out his way and give the Jewish people a saving hand. This making him saving as many Jews as possible. One of the immediate consequences I'd say in the film was the scene where everyone was being evacuated from the ghetto. Just this consequence showing that, Schindler realizing what was happening and going on. Also, one of the longer term facts of the consequences was, I'd say, it started from the beginning to the end of the movie with just the entire persecution of the Jews. Some of the impacts would on this film on people, for the characters, I would say, I'd say everyone had an impact. The Jewish people, the Germans, and Oskar Schindler. For the Jewish people, they were going through the Holocaust, and they were just going through that terrible time, and that left them distraught. But with Oskar Schindler, even though he at the beginning only saw them as a tool for his expanse on work and money, even at the beginning they saw him as a shining hope for saving their lives. Some of the big impacts for the Germans, I would say, is that from that changing life from just normal living to wanting to exterminate the Jews like just rats, definitely has a big impact on those people. As well as at the end of the war, some of them probably realized what they did was wrong, but also just that mindset of what they did definitely devastated the world and the German people. Kind of the historical context is that the movie is placed around the middle end of World War II for the Germans. I would say that the Germans are on their high on killing all the Jewish people, but they are still struggling with the battle itself for fighting the Allies. But also, near the end, it shows that, at the end of the movie, they lost the war. I would say that Schindler's List is an accurate film. I heard that there was a book before that was based off of this, but also, the real facts of Oskar Schindler It shows a really good representation of him saving all the Jewish people, and I really do like how the movie is filmed in black and white, and with some small parts of Shining Hope, showing like some coats and dresses and flickering lights, only show in color. At the end of the movie, it all turns into color, and I'd say one of the biggest ethos and credibility for the film is at the end, where it shows Oscar Schindler's real grave, as well as the actors and the real Schindler's Jews who went through the Holocaust, paying homage and respect to Oscar Schindler.